The sawdust is ready.
Okay, guys, we have a 20-foot long, 22-inch round pin oak up on our Woodland Mills HM 130 Max today. Non-hydraulic, like most of you guys got. So I'm actually going to show you how to solo mill, well, maybe not solo mill. I have sawdust here with me. But I am going to solo mill, show you how to do this precisely, show you how to do this safely by yourself. So let's get into it.
That's a big log.
What do you say, Kitty? Let's do this thing. I know a lot of you guys maybe don't have logs like this, or actually mill logs this big, but they could be shorter, rounder, or even smaller. Anything that we're going to do is actually going to make this safer at any size log that you have. I just wanted to demonstrate on how big a log you could actually do on a standard entry-level mill safely, alone. So realistically, guys, the first project you should consider doing to do any sort of milling is get yourself a timber shed and actually make your timber shed strong enough to accept this winch and pulley system. Now, I'm going to show you how safe and how accurately I'm going to be able to move this log, never in danger of anything. So we're not actually milling this for a show log. We actually need a 14 by 10 inch wide beam for our timber frame structure that we're doing here. Now, quick look, I already can tell that to get my center heart, which is important for us to get a perfect beam, is that I know that this side right here is a little bit lower than that without even checking. So I've got my pegs off here, and actually I just keep a little roller block here. We are pinned here in the back because when we lift, it's might possibly want to roll. All right, Jay, that one stayed on.
Good.
So really, to simply do this. Now these first two cuts are definitely the hardest to get perfect. But what I'm doing is I'm centering my heart where I need to be right here. And I'm looking down right there. Now I know the laser needs to come down 1/2 of an inch for me to line this up. So that's pretty simple for me. I come down, we're gonna drop it down 1/2 of an inch. I'm just gonna double check. Because I can see from here, you can see from here, my laser is kicked right dead center of that knife.
Nice.
So I know where that is. Probably should actually pull that up. Make sure that your bunks are up nice and tight. So now, when I come over here in the front, I know, if you look, I need to pick up this log that much. So this massive log, you're not going to be able to use the Woodland Mills knee board here. So really we use our winch system. I'm going to release the weight on this safely, securely, and then I'll put the knee board in place. We're getting there, Jay?
Yeah, nice.
Right there, dead center. That's where I want to be. So now I've got the weight off of that. I'm not actually trying to lift it with my knee board. I'm going to place it with my knee board.
I don't think Woodland Mills would be very happy with us if we
I
did.
know. I do know. There we go. So that's nice and snug. Put my blocks back in, just for the heck of it. I'm here alone. I don't want this rolling down on me. While we're all still latched to our building, holding against our post, piece of cake. Lock everything in. Let's lock it all, Jay.
Yeah, well, it's a big log.
It is a big log. So that's it. I'm gonna lower my strap. We're gonna make our first cuts. So now everything's gonna stay exactly in place where you're at. Now me, I know that this beam is large. I don't just plow into it. We're gonna get some awesome, awesome material that Jason and I have been stacking up over there. I'm sure at some point he'll pan over and show you what we got.
I'll do it right now because we got a lot of cool stuff
We
over
do.
there.
So also your first cut, even though you could because you're looking to get a beam, you're working alone. Make yourself a smaller cut. Something that you can either manhandle the piece off with on yourself. So I'm gonna line up my laser and I'm gonna just try to place my first cut, start squaring off this beam. This Woodland Mills power head here has really, really made my life easy. And guys, you're doing something like this, you're up and down all day. You don't get arm fatigue, maybe push button fatigue.
Like I did.
Like he did. So I'm just looking down the log where I'm gonna be able to get a slab cut that I'm actually gonna be able to manhandle. So here we go. My first cut's gonna be at 20 inches. It's actually gonna leave me nice meat here to start to actually get some premium wood until I get to our beam that we want. But let's first square this up. Boom, boom. That key gets so high when you're up in there, Jay.
It is up in there, isn't it?
Going easy. Cut, Jay.
Big cut, Dan.
That's actually a bigger piece. I might have a little trouble manhandling that one off myself.
They're gonna do it one end at a time.
Let's see if the Woodland Mills can get up and over this bad boy.
It's a lot of log.
It's a lot of log. It's a lot of log. And we're cutting, this pin oak is tough material. So, oh yeah, we can get it, Jay. Coming your way, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. It's off for me.
Timber.
Now, if you're actually looking, guys, let's check the cut because that's what's important to me. This flat, not wavy. We're in pin oak. Guys, we are using awesome, awesome, awesome guard-by blades to actually cut this hardwood. But you can monitor your cut, which is absolutely perfect. Now, I know we squared our mill yesterday. That's what's important for us to get our beams. We don't want wavy cuts like this. Now, guys, hard wood. So I'm always checking those cuts as I'm going along. And we're ready to roll this bad boy, Jay.
It's beautiful.
Let's see if the Woodland Mills can just let it down.
Let's see.
Yeah, baby stuck. We need our little hammer.
Mm-hmm.
They're in there, fellas. Now I'm pulling these off because I know I need to drop the front here. I'm okay with that block for right now. Boom. Boom, Jay.
Boom. Let's see.
Down, no problem.
Yeah. Dear Woodland Mills, we're sorry we mill such big wood. We're sorry we mill such big logs.
Okay, now we're gonna get ready to turn this big monster here. Now, I'm not sure I'm getting around this here, Jason,
Let's see how you do.
but I'm gonna see how I do. So working alone, working a big log, yes, you got some extra work to do. Extra walking.
That's pretty impressive.
That was pretty good.
That was pretty good.
I was expecting to have to walk around, guys. So now what I'm doing is I'm securing my logs. I'm actually rolling, attacking anybody that's on that side, or even myself. Okay, so now I've got my logs secured with my strap over here across my building. I'm just gonna run back, release the last of the dogs. That's it, the last block I pulled out of there. Okay, these posts too small for our log, so we're gonna have to try to get post extensions in there. I don't know if I can roll that back now on my own, Jay. Oh, there we go.
There it
See,
goes.
with the winch, I'm able to put where I need to be. I really thought I was gonna have to do something like we're leaning heavy.
We're gonna have to do an estimate of weight on this thing.
This thing right here,
Yeah,
3,800 pounds.
that's big.
And I'm probably on the short side. So my extension's gonna help me roll the log. I get my chunks out. I'm overextended here, Jay. Log is so big, it took up the whole rack. So there you go. Our log is still in place. I'm gonna go further. Here we go. Okay, before I get to where I want to be, I pull my posts before they get pinched in there, and you have to cut them.
Let's not cut them. We don't want to cut them out.
And you have to cut them. Right now, I'm bringing my log close to square, but not all the way, because I don't want to have to actually roll it back. And we need to level the heart just one more time, guys, and then we're all done with that. Me, knife trick,
I love the
laser level eye. Boom, nice.
Where is the laser?
Laser's up at like 28 inches, Jay.
That's not gonna do us any good.
Here we go. Saving the back, Woodland Mills. Now I definitely know I need to go more to square off my log, which is actually perfect for me, perfect. You actually over square it and you have to come back, pull from the bottom, a little more difficult. Got a clunky heart.
We get some of those.
We got a clunky heart. So there's my center in the front. Home. That's why I put the knife in first, so
Nice.
that the laser doesn't alter my judgment, let's say. I'm good with that hard cut. How about you, Jay?
I like that. I think that's pretty good, Dan.
Okay, for me, next, most important thing. Like I said, guys, square your first two cuts. You'll yield much more lumber out of whatever you're doing without wasted pieces here in the heart. And for our beams, we need this stuff to be center cut.
Let me go show real quick how much kind of wood you get off of these things. Look at this. When you actually pay attention to squaring and everything, those are our offcuts. So we're able to maximize the amount that we get out of this stuff.
We are able to maximize. And we make beautiful stuff with every one of those. You see, they're ready to go in the kiln.
I can't wait.
Can't wait. So I'm actually taking my square. I keep doing this. I see a lot of guys on the bunk. Why wouldn't you use the piece that you're actually cutting? Now I know that they're supposed to be square, but you can see I need to roll in just a little bit. Hopefully I don't go too much. And that's where I'm thinking. So before I go too far, I'm coming back, I'm checking. Am I cut square? I don't know, Jay.
Looks pretty square to me,
That's
Dad.
pretty square. That's
I think so.
100% square, and I'll show you when we're done cutting here. So now I'm just leaving everything in that position, locked by myself. Yeah, I gotta walk around. Got this new platform though. Locking everything off. No dolly needed. Woodland Mills, you're welcome. We could have picked a not so straight log. There we go, releasing everything, guys. My next cut's a square, and we are rocking. Making material, making beams, doing it safely. Seriously, if you have not made your shed, make sure your timber shed is big enough, strong enough to work for you. Doesn't need to be timber framed. You can do it conventional, just give yourself some beef to work with. So we're all locked up. We're ready to cut. We're gonna check this carbide out as well. But I don't want to take such a big hit there, Jay. Boom. Checking everything across.
Let's go see.
A little thick in the back. So what I'm doing, I'm making sure. Do I have I do. But do I have enough throat in my saw to make this whole entire cut? I know mine is 7 inches. There's my laser. I'm only 4 inches, so.
Have I mentioned how much I love the laser?
I do love the laser, Jay. Let's make this small cut and see where we got to go. Another big cut there, Jay.
Love it.
And guys, out of all the oak that's out there, if you look this up, pin oak is the heaviest oak. One of the heaviest oaks. Heavier than white oak. But it's actually got beautiful, beautiful grains to work with. I mean, I could have 10 benches a day if I did that.
Come get your bench material.
Don't get your bench. So I'm always unloading my stuff here to the front, so I'm able to take my machinery, get my cut pieces off, and that's where that goes. That's how I get rid of that.
Sorry I'm not there to help you, Dan, but you're doing a great job.
Thanks, Jay. Okay.
How's the
I'm
cut?
checking right here. Another beautiful cut with the carbides. And I'm always kind of a stickler on checking. Make sure. Look, guys. You could not run a credit card through there. So, beautiful cut. Beautiful, beautiful. Before I jump into it, we're gonna roll it again. Let's square this, then decide what portion of the beam we actually want. Me, gotta go back around, Jay.
Nice. See, look at you, man. Solo. One guy. No need for two
guy.
guys.
One guy. Let's see if we can do that again. It's still a big log.
Look at that. You should have been a cowboy.
I've got the, yeah, I should have. Whew.
It's never too late.
I do like beef, Jay.
I know you do. And bacon. We covered that already.
So, here we go. I got a hold of my log. I'm actually just gonna kick it out. Okay, before I kick it out. Sorry, guys. Look at that, Russian. Need to take the log dogs off before I flip the whole mill over. Usually Jay's working this side. I kind of forget about it every once in a while because I can't see over this log. And
Makes you look little when you're over there.
It does.
Little Dan.
I always thought you were a little kid over here when I couldn't see you all day. We're going to trim it down. But nice eye gesture, Jay.
You like
Thank
that?
you for that, yeah. So I'm actually kicking it out a little bit. Here, look, I'm rolling it back again. Again, we've got total control. I keep saying you got total control of this stuff. You ain't got to worry. You ain't got to rush. You can stop and have coffee right now if you feel like it.
Coffee
Where
break?
is that going? So. Winch is on over. You see, look, I didn't get my posts out. So I got lucky.
I think the neighbors felt that one day.
Got lucky. Lucky we built the timber frame bunk system. You can always check back in the video how we did it. You see what we're putting on here.
That's a little guy.
It is a little guy. We have 22 footers. We got to do.
I was going to say, and about 100 more to go.
22 footers. I like to have a little bit of help.
I'll get back in there.
You gonna get back in today?
I'll get back in there.
So now, here, look, I'm off my post a little. Dragging everything in. That's what I did. I've got the pressure of that. It's not like you're doing much.
Pay no attention to the cut posts. That was
Jay. First one was mine. Okay, we're snug. Back up against the post. Time to run around, dog up, and make the cut. Now, if your bunks are square, your sawmill is square, you should not have to do any more leveling. But we can check right now to see how we're doing. It's easier to adjust now than it is later. My opinion. I just wish Jay showed up this Saturday. I didn't have to cut this all by myself.
I'm here, I'm just not here.
Here, not here. Here, not here, guys. Wearing out my thumb over here, Jay.
That's all right. You'll get it's okay.
It's okay. My shoulder feels good.
That's right.
So,
let's see how square.
Even though I normally don't check it, hopefully it's square. We're gonna check it for you.
Would it be embarrassing if it would?
It would be embarrassing.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking so. Feel good about it. Oh, you feel good about it? I feel pretty good about it.
That's called square.
That's called square. You check the bottoms. That's called square.
Love it.
Love it. Time to cut. Square this bad boy off.
That's a chunky beast right there.
It is a chunky piece. Let's go up a little bit, Jay. Where am I at? 18's a little much. Going to 17. Going to 17.
All right. Let's show a little bit of the laser, as I always like to do.
How's those posts?
We're all clear.
We're all clear. Saves from the cranking, Jay.
I love it.
I know the solar milling does take a little bit longer, Jay.
It does take a little longer, Dan, but you're doing just great.
I know, my pedometer is actually beeping. Like, what are you doing?
You have too many steps in today.
Too many what?
Too many steps in today.
Too many steps. I'm at 17. I actually, I'm gonna take the 16, Jay.
All right, well, we're gonna get a nice piece out of
I
there.
am gonna get you a nice piece. So while I have it here, before I roll it, I know I need to get another cut down into there. I'm gonna go to 16. There we go. It's an easy lineup. It really is.
That's gonna make a heck of a beautiful cant. Look at that thing.
It is.
Oh wow.
It is.
It's all.
And even the piece of wood we just cut off of here, Jay.
Oh, it's beautiful, man.
It is beautiful. So, I mean, and honestly, these carbide blades, they don't cut any faster. They cut straighter, smoother. Watch the machine. There's no shake, which is making less problems for, let's say, your mill or mill maintenance. Now this, I'm gonna save this as a board. We need to edge it. Normally what I do is, those go off the back. So on each rotation, we clean up the back, we make our boards, come in, take the slag, and we're always working, look, in a clean space. No tripping. Jay's got these big giant feet.
There's not much slag there.
No. And actually here, now that we're square, we're totally safe for the beam not rolling. We don't need to hook it up first. While we're on this side, let's drop the dogs before we forget.
You getting tired, Dan?
No. Maybe this is the beginning of the day. We're gonna let it roll, friend.
Well, this is a beautiful. This is so worth it.
It is so worth it. Can't step on my lasso though. My cow's got away. That's why I'm up here sawing wood.
Dan, the sawdust cowboy.
Been lucky all day today. Gonna screw up on a little one, Jay.
It's okay. It's all right. Make the big one count.
Lucky I got long arms.
That's right.
God hooked me up with longevity in that way anyway.
Is that what that means? Longevity.
I am going to put my bars back on just to help. So there we go. I moved them out. It's 80 degrees here, fellas. I'm sorry for you guys up north in the snow. But, yeah, we're already starting to sweat.
Hey, put your mill shed up and work in the snow.
Now think about it, guys. Can you imagine how many of you and your friends it would take? I don't even think this, yeah, it might go around it. Do you really think we could even, look, we could shake it a little.
I thought you were going to try. You're going to try. Oh, Dan.
Not happening, boys. I like to mill all day, not just wrestle with one beam. I need to make hundreds of these
I
things.
just saw our safety first thing go right out the window there for a second. Luckily, you got a lot of sawdust to catch you, so.
I'm just leaning back, smidge, trying to get my posts out. This is why my mill, I have a cord, because I've actually had the remote control. You drop it in the sawdust, good luck finding it. It's in here somewhere.
Is there another one in there?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Who knows what's
He's
buried?
been gone pretty much day one.
Yeah.
This is gonna hit, boys. Try to ease down as much as I can so we're not slammed. All right, that one
Wasn't too bad.
Boom. No need for this. surprised the strap is still holding with all the things we do with this
Oh,
thing.
that thing has been punished in so many ways.
Try to get that knot out, Jay.
No, it's not coming.
Not coming out.
No.
Okay, we're all tight. We're ready to go. Let's hit some dogs. Stabilize this thing on... I don't know what you would need to stabilize on something like
Yeah,
this.
I'm like, I don't think it needs much lockdown.
No. Let's make our beam. Leveling down. Looking my cut. What can I get out of there? What am I looking at, Jay?
Leaving a little bark, but not much. What's your measurement on there?
I'm at 16 right there.
That's hefty.
It's getting heavy down there. I'll get material. I'm gonna go to 17, do the same thing, make a 16 cut, get some material. See, we're letting the saw do all of the work here. You can hear it in the tone of your saw as you're moving along. But these blades, you don't have to push into it. You get some blades and it feels like it's a workout.
Like I said, there's no drama with the carbide.
There
That's
is
the
no
way it
drama,
is.
Jay. You know I hate drama.
I know, I hate drama too.
That's good. Actually came out to be a bigger slab than I thought.
It's pretty hefty.
Here we go, solo milling. Ooh, that bad boy. Bye.
There you go.
Solo milling.
And we're not joking. When this is what we're going to be using, these are the size beams and cants that we're
This
going to
is the
have.
beam. We're gonna finish this beam for you. Right now, I've got a 17 by 16 inch square here. So, now I'm reading my beam. I'm looking at my beam. Let's check the cut. Now you see we just made 4 quick cuts. Oh. Right over that knot.
Tiny little bit.
What's up?
Just a tiny.
Tiny. Not even tiny, Jay.
That's dead straight.
You're not getting a flatter, rough sawn material. Just not happening. I've tried it with every other blade.
So now
This is going to make our life faster in the field, my friend.
are you going to trim it more, or are you going to leave it?
No, I'm actually, let's lay out the beam. Let's see what we've actually got. So we're actually going to decide what we're looking to do here. So we know that I need a 10 by 14. Couldn't find my square check. So let's draw out what we're looking to do. Make sure it lines up with the beams. To me, I have 2 thicker sides here. So I'm thinking that this is going to be my 14 side. Right now on top, very close. I could be peeling some off the back here. So if I wanted to make a 10, this is the ultimate end beam that I'm looking for, which is right there. I'm just drawing it on here, give myself an idea of what we need to do.
I love this because I'm visual, so
Jay's visual.
very visual.
So we are 7. I'm going to check the heart in the back, okay?
Let's go check it.
I can already tell we're not going to have any issues on this fat end. We are the same. So we're going to peel an inch. I already know that we're going to peel an inch off the top of this. I don't know why I know, but I know.
Your instincts are pretty good, Dan.
Instincts. That's all I got, Jay.
Is that all?
Instincts and backbone.
Hey, you do have some backbone, that's for sure.
Okay. So at the end of the day, I want my 14, which is going to measure out 15. That's the beam that we need. And I thought we'd actually get a little bit more material, Jay. Now I'm just putting this as a reference, one for you, and sometimes I leave these for Jay, so he knows what we're doing when I leave. So, guys, all I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna cut, peel the material. I'm gonna cut, make him. Let's see what I got. Have a nice even number there, Jay. I got 4 inches. I'm gonna get 4 pieces here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 20-foot long. Let's call them 1 by 10s.
I think that's pretty good for offcuts, Dan.
It really is. So I'm gonna trim this whole thing down. At the end, we'll show you what the beam looks like.
Hi, Sawdust.
So not only did we get our 14 by 10-inch beam from that one log, because we precisely cut it and we cut it safely, we also got all of this premium pin oak boards. I mean, guys, using the carbide blade, look how straight and beautiful this wood is. So there's a quick trip on cutting a giant log, getting the most out of your wood. I mean, this is our scrap from that giant log. There's nothing here. I mean, even the cat's wondering where the mice are gonna live. So I hope you all enjoyed that. That's how easy you can do it on your Woodland Mill sawmill or any sawmill that doesn't have hydraulics. Build yourself a timber shed. Get yourself a winch. See you guys.
That is beautiful.
It is beautiful, Jay. It is a perfect, perfect beam.